Welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am JP Dimri, retired Professor of Russian from the Center of Russian Studies, English and Foreign Languages, University, Hyderabad. Indian Grammatical Tradition, Pandyan Linguistics. Now we shall discuss today Morphology 1. In this module, we will be discussing how the nominal forms of Rama are derived by applying the suffix sup. In previous lectures, we have discussed the different types of sandhis. Now, please notice that third, fourth, and fifth adhyayas of Ashtadhyayi contain affixes. 5 types of affixes are there. One sup, second ting, third stri pratyaya, fourth krit, and fifth tadhita. Pratyahara, sup, and ting denote inflectional suffixes. Sup suffixes are declensional suffixes, and ting suffixes are conjugational suffixes. Suffixes are termed stri pratyaya are feminine formation suffixes. Krit and tadhit suffixes are derivational or word formation suffixes. Krit suffixes are also called primary derivational suffixes, and tadhita suffixes are called secondary derivational suffixes. In this module, we shall discuss inflectional, derivational, and feminine formation suffixes. So in this module, we shall discuss inflectional suffixes. We shall first discuss the sup suffixes, as it was explained in previous lectures that the pratyahara sup denotes all the nominal declensional endings of Sanskrit. Note that when a nominal stem or base is used in a sentence, it has to compulsorily take a case suffix so that it becomes a fully formed word to be used in a sentence. Pani defines a pada as suptigantam padam. That which ends in sup or ting is a pada. A pada should be used in a sentence is also supported by the traditional saying, apadamna prayunjita. A known word should not be used. It may be noted that a case form in Sanskrit simultaneously denotes the numbers singular, dual, and plural, and 3 genders: masculine, feminine, masculine pullinga, feminine strilinga, and neutered napunsakalinga. The genders are neutral. For example, for an genders. Most of the words belonging to a particular gender on the basis of their endings or on a rather arbitrary basis. Note that words in Sanskrit must be learnt with their proper gender. The chart below gives sup suffixes. Now, nominative and vocative have su, o, jas. Accusative has out, sush. Instrumental has ta, bhyam, bhis. Dative has nge, bhyam, bhyas. Ablative has gasi, bhyam, bhyas. Genitive has gas, os, am. Locative has gi, os, sup. Note that the sup suffixes are divided into 7 groups which stand for 7 cases respectively. Each group has 3 numbers: singular, ekavachana, dual, dvivachana, and plural, bahuvachana. These sup suffixes are listed in the sutra Suojas, in Sutra 412. This sutra states that the affixes su, o, jas, ot, sas, ta, bhyam, bhis, ge, bhyam, bhyas, gasi, bhyam, bhyas, gas, os, am, gi, os, and sup are introduced after expressions ending in feminine suffixes gi, ap, and a pratipadika, a nominal stem or base. These 21 suffixes are the declensional endings of Sanskrit divided into 7 triplets. These suffixes denoted by sup are taken one by one, have the ekvachana singular, dvivachana dual, and bahuvachana plural to denote them respectively. These numbers are assigned to sup triplet by Sutra 14102 and 14103. These sutras state that the suffixes denoted by the pratyahara sup taken one by one have the ekvachana singular, dvivachana dual, and bahuvachana plural respectively. Further, the Sutra Vibhaktischa 14104 states that each set of 3 triplets has a Vibhakti case ending to denote it. The 7 Vibhaktis are traditionally distinguished by the first 7 ordinal numbers in Sanskrit. These Vibhaktis are listed below with their Sanskrit name along with their corresponding names in English with their some main features. First, Prathama Vibhakti, first, nominative meaning subject. Dvitiya Vibhakti, second, accusative, direct object case. Third, Tritiya Vibhakti, third, instrumental, agentive or subject case. Fourth, Chaturthi Vibhakti, fourth, dative, indirect object. Fifth, Panchami Vibhakti, fifth, ablative, source case. Sixth, Shashti Vibhakti, sixth, genitive, possessive, partitive case. Seventh, Saptami Vibhakti, seventh, locative, location case. Vocative case takes the Prathama Vibhakti. The following sentence demonstrates the use of these 7 cases. The example is taken from Devvani Prakashika. Now, the number after the words denote the case. Dasarathasya vachanam srutva nagarat nisrishtya lakshmanena sahihagatya dharmaya vane vasati Ramaha. Dasarathasya vachanam srutva nagarat nisrishtya lakshmanena sahe agatya dharmaya vane vasati Ramaha. Having heard Dasaratha's word and having come out from the city and having come here with Lakshmana, Rama lives in forest for the sake of dharma. Here, Dasarathasya is in the 6th case ending. Vachanam is 2nd case ending. Nagarat is 5th case ending. Lakshmanena Saha is 3rd case ending. Dharmaya is dative. Vane is locative. Rama is nominative case. Sup suffixes are added to Pratipadika, nominal stem. The following 2 sutras define the term Pratipadika. Arthvat Dhatura Pratyaya Pratipadikam 1-45. The sutra states that a Pratipadika is one that is meaningful but is not a root, a suffix, nor one that ends in a suffix. The next sutra which defines the Pratipadika is Krita Dit Samasascha 1-46. The sutra states that a primary derivative, a secondary derivative, and a compound is also a Pratipadika. Note, a Pratipadika is eligible to take a feminine suffix, a Tadit suffix, and a case suffix. Let us now examine these 21 case suffixes along with their substitutes. Addition of these suffixes will be explained with examples following the derivational methodology of Panini. First case, singular suffix su. U of suffix su is termed as it by 132, and what is termed as it is dropped by 139. So what is remaining of suffix su is sa. Suffix sa occurs after different types of nominal stems. For example, Ram plus Su, U is dropped, Ram plus Saw, Saw goes to Ru by 8-66, U of Ru is dropped, Ram plus Ra, Ra goes to Visarga by 8,315. We get the nominative singular form of Pratipadika Rama, Ramaha. Nominative singular of nouns ending in short or like Deva, Nara, Krishna, etc. will be derived just like Rama. Similarly, Pati plus Su, Pati plus So, Pati plus Ru, Pati plus Ro, Pati plus Visarga, Pati hi Lord. Vayu plus Su, Vayu plus So, Vayu plus Ru, Vayu plus Ra, Vayu, wind, etc. Note that the saw of the suffix su undergoes morphophonemic changes like any word final saw. The suffix su has three substitutes. One is deletion, that is substitution by zero. Two, by substitute by substitution Third, adara. Let us now examine the case of these three substitutes. Deletion of su takes place after a nominal stem ending in first a consonant. For example, marut plus su, marut plus sa, marut plus zero, so marut, wind. 2. Or in feminine suffixes gi and a, for example, gauri plus su, gauri plus sa, gauri plus zero, so gauri, name. Rama plus su, ram plus sa, ram plus zero, no, Rama plus su, Rama plus sa, Rama plus zero, so Rama. In these cases, su, sa is drawn by the sutra Halangyabhyo Dirghat Suti Sakritam Hal 6.168. The sutra states that the nominative or first singular suffix su is dropped after a stem ending in pratyahara hal, or the long vowel of feminine suffixes gi and ap, and the consonant tha of tip and sa of sip when the vowel in these suffixes is lost. Third, after a neuter stem ending in any sound other than o, for example, dadhi plus su, dadhi plus zero, dadhi by Samur Napunsakat 723. The sutra states that after a neuter stem, first singular su and second singular suffix are dropped. Fourth, after the stem adas, that here the stem final saw of adas is replaced by au by the same sutra which deletes su, adasau sulopaha 72107. Go of adas is replaced by sa by tadosas savantayohu 7216. We get the form asau, that man or woman. Su is replaced by after a neuter stem ending in o. For example, yana plus su. Su is replaced by by atom 7124. The sutra states that is the substitute in place of su of first case singular of the second case singular jnana plus jnanam. Purva rupa preceding vowel is a single substitute for o plus o. For o plus o by amipurvaha. Second, su is replaced by ami after predominals yusmat and asmat by gay prathamayo ram 7124. The sutra states that replaces fourth case singular suffix gay and the suffix of the first and second cases, nominative and accusative cases. After predominals yusmat, you, and asmat, we. Yusmat plus su, asmat plus su. Su is replaced by the present sutra. Yusmat plus asmat plus Now yusma and asma are replaced by twa and aha respectively by twahu. So 7294. The sutra states that the part up to mo of yusmat and asmat is replaced by twa and aha respectively before su. Now pururupa single substitute for o of twa and o of ada and o of aha and o of ada by ato gure 6197. Twad plus ahad plus now do of twad and ahad is drawn by she lupa 7290. Now we have tvam aham pururupa of single substitute of o and o. So to and aha by 61107 we get the form Tvam, you, and Aham, I. Note that the first case, nominative forms are all used as forms of vocative. No change takes place in dual and plural forms when they are used as vocative. A word in vocative case is termed as amantrita by samantritam 2:348. The sutra states that amantrita denotes the first case suffixes used in addressing vocative. A word which is termed as amantrita has the acute action. So the vocative will have this acute action. The changes that take place in vocative are singular are. The consonant of the vocative singular, that is saw of su and mo or are deleted after a stem ending in short vowel or in pratyahara ang. By ang rasvat sambuddhe 6169. The sutra states that the consonant of the vocative singular is dropped when a stem ends in a short vowel or in pratyahara ang. For example, He Ram plus Su, He Ram plus Sa, Ram plus Zero, He Rama, O Rama. He Jnana plus Su, He Jnana plus Su is replaced by by 724. He Jnana plus He Jnana, O knowledge. Mo is dropped by 6169. The final vowel of nominal stem of Amba, Akka, Allah, and the stems of technical class called Nadi is shortened before vocative singular by Ambar Nadyur Swaha 73107. He Amba plus Su, He Amba plus Sa, He Amba, Ho mother. Sa is dropped by 6169. Similarly, He Akka, He Allah, O mother. The short vowel at the end of a stem is replaced by guna vowel, guna before a vocative singular by Rasvasya Gunaham 73108. The sutra states that guna is the substitute in place of short vowel before vocative singular. A Hari plus Su, guna for E of Hari by the present sutra. He Hare plus Su, He Hare, O Hari. Sa is dropped by 6169. First and second dual ending au and ot. Pani treats these two suffixes together as they have the same substitutes. The ta of the second case and suffix case dual suffix is it, hence dropped. So what remains is au. Examples of Rama plus au, Rama plus ot, Rama plus au, Rama plus ot, plus Rama plus au, Vriddhi is the single substitute in place of O of Rama and O by Bridhirechi 6188. We get the form Ramo, two Rams. Examples Rama plus Ot, Rama plus O. Bridhi is the single substitute in place of O of Rama and U by Bridhirechi 6188. We get the form Ramo, two Rams. Nari plus O, Ot, Nari plus O. Narya plus au, your substitute in place of E by Ikoinachi 6177. Narya plus au, Naryo, two women. The substitute for au are she and second only after two stems. Third, u only after one stem, and single substitute by the long form of the preceding vowel. Substitute she takes place one after a stem ending in the feminine ap by om apaha 6118. For example, Rama plus au, au is replaced by she by the present sutra. Rama plus e, so is it, hence dropped. Rama plus e, a plus ea, guna by a guna, rame, two ramas. After a neuter stem, for example, jnana plus au, jnana plus she by napunsakasya cha 7118. Jnana plus e, shaw is it, hence dropped. Single substitute guna for o plus e, a by 6187. So we get jnane. Am is the substitute in place of suffix au, out after pronominals yusmat and asmat. Yusmat plus au, out, asmat plus au, out are replaced by by Gayaprathayo ram 7128. Yusmat plus asmat plus Yusma and Asma are replaced by Yuva and Ava by Yuvavu Vivachane 7292. The sutra states that Yuva and Ava replace Yusma and Asma of the pronominal stems. Yusmat and Asma before a dual suffix. Yuva plus ad plus Ava ad plus Pura Rupa, single substitute for O and O by Atogune 6197. Yuvad plus Avad plus now Do is replaced by A by Dvitiyayam Cha 7287. The sutra states that before the second case suffixes, the Do of Yusmat and Asmat is replaced by A. Before the first dual also, Do of Yusmat and Asmat is replaced by Pratamayash Vivachane Bhasayam 7282. Yuva plus Ava plus Dirgha, lengthening of A plus O by Akasavane Dirgha. We get the form Yuvam, U2 and Avam, V2. U is a substitute for Au, Ot after the predominant stem. Others that in all the three genders, for example, the derivation of the masculine form Amu, these two is as follows. Others plus Au, Ot, Ada, Au, so of others is replaced by O by Tedadinamaha 72102. The sutra states that the final sound of the stems of Pyad class of predominance is replaced by O before a case suffix. Ada plus Au, Pura Rupa for O plus O by Atogune. Ada plus Au, single substitute Vriddhi, Au for O plus Au by Vriddhirechi. So Adau. Now Sutra Adaso Sher Da Du Do Maha 8 to 80 applies. So we get Amu. The present sutra states that the vowel after Do of the stem Adas is substituted by U, short or long as per the underlying vowel, and also Do of Adas is changed into Ma. Single substitute for suffixes Au, Ot, and for the stem final short E or U is the corresponding long vowel of the preceding by Purthamayo Puru Savarna 61102. For example, Kavi plus Au, Kavi, true poets. Prabhu plus Au, Prabhu, true words. The first case plural suffix just, example Rama plus just, Rama plus us, joy is it, hence drop. Dirgha, lengthening of O plus A by Purthamayo Puru Savarna 61102. Ramas, so is replaced by Ru, by Sasadusu Ruhu 8266. Rama, U is it, hence dropped. Rama, many Ramas. Visarga is substitute in place of Ra by Kharabasaniur Visarjaniyo 18315. Rama, Rajan plus just, Rajan plus us, Rajans. O before No is lengthened by Shabdam Sthane Chasam Buddhu. The sutra states that the vowel which precedes the final No is lengthened before a Shabdam Sthana other than vocative singular. Rajans, Rajan Ru, Rajan Ra, Rajanaha, kings. Suffix just has 5 substitutes: she, os, look, and Substitute she takes place before a pronominal stem ending in a short O by just as she. For example, Sarva plus just, Sarva plus she is replaced by just by the present sutra. Sarva plus E, so is it, hence dropped. Guna substitute for O plus E, A by R guna, we get the form survey. Substitute she takes place after a neuter stem by just as so she, 7120. The sutra states that after a neuter stem, just and sus are replaced by she. For example, jnana plus just plus sus plus she. Jnana plus she, just sus are replaced by she by present sutra. Jnana plus she. Now agama augment num is added by Napunsakasya Jhalcha 7172. The sutra states that the augment nu is added to neuter stem ending in pratyahara jhal or a vowel before a samnam sthana suffix. Jnana plus nu plus e, u and no are dropped. Jnana, no plus e, jnanani. Or before no is lengthened by 6, 4, 8. We get the form jnanani, knowledge. Substitute aus occurs after ashta. Ashta is a ashta. Ashta is a free variant of astan, 8. Astan plus just plus shas. Now a is a in place of no of astan by astan a vibhaktu, 7 to 84. The sutra states that long a is the substitute in place of no of astan. O plus o is lengthened. Ashta plus just shas. Just and sas are replaced by os by Ashtabhya os 7121. Ashta plus o, Shaw is it, hence dropped. Vriddhi by 6188, we get the form Ashtav. Substitute look 0 takes place after numbers stem ending in Shaw or no by should Shadbhyo look 7122. The sutra states that after a stem of Shat class, just and sas are replaced by look by 0 or deleted. For example, panch plus just and sas are replaced by 0 by the present sutra. Panch plus 0, no is dropped by nalopa pratipadantasya. We get the form pancha. Substitute takes place after pronominal stems yusmat, asmat. Yusmat plus just is replaced by by gam prathamayo ram, 7124. Yusmat plus asma plus Yusma and asma are replaced by yuya and vaya respectively by yuya vayo jasi, 7293. The sutra state that yusma and asma are replaced by yuya and vaya respectively before jas. Yuya ad plus via ad plus deletion of do by sheshe lopaha 7290. Pararupa of o plus o by ato gune 7197. Yuya plus via plus o plus o purupa by amipurva. We get the form yuyam, you plural, vayam, we. Second case suffix singular the affix has only two substitutes. One is look and 0 and second is other. Look takes place after a neuter stem ending in any sound other than o by Samur Napunsakat 7123. The sutra states that look is a substitute in place of su, after a neuter stem ending in any sound except stems ending in short vowel o. For example, vari plus su, vari plus 0, vari plus vari. Similarly, vari plus vari plus 0, so vari, singular. Other is a substitute in place of su and after 5 pronominal stems beginning with datara, etc. Adara datara dibhya panchebhya 725. The 5 members are Datar, Datam, Itar, Anya and Anyatar. The first two, Datara and Datam, are suffixes associated with predominant stems. For example, Katara, the words ending in Datara, plus Katara plus Adar by 7125. Katara plus Ad, Do is dropped. Katara plus Ad, final O is deleted by Te 64143. Katarat, final Do is optionally changed to To by Bhavasane 8456. We get the form Katarat, which of two? If a stem ends in consonant, suffix is added to the consonant. For example, bhubrit plus bhubritam. In case the stem ends in a vowel, normal sandhi rule applies. For example, Ram plus Ramam. Ram accusative singular. Purva Rupa sandhi for O plus O by Amipurvaha. Similarly, Nadi plus Nadi river. Pati plus Patim husband. Vadhu plus vadhum, etc. Second case, plural suffix sus. Suffix sus is found after stems ending in consonants. For example, marut plus sus, saw is deleted. Marut plus us, marutas, saw goes to who is deleted by A266. Marutar, marutaha, raw is replaced by sarga by 8315. We get the form marutaha, wins. Similarly, bhuvrit plus sus, bhuvritas, bhuvritar, bhuvritaha. Suffix sus has four substitutes: she, os, look, and a single replacement by the corresponding long vowel of the stem final vowel. Substitute 1, 2, and 3 of sus behave exactly like suffix sus, which we have just discussed. Single substitute by the corresponding long vowel of the stem final vowel takes place after a stem ending in o, u, or ra. Hence, here the preceding vowel of the stem and the following vowel of o of sus are replaced by the corresponding long vowel of the stem by Prathamayo Pursavaranaha 61102, and the saw of the suffix us is replaced by no when the nominal stem is masculine by Tasmat Chasona Punsi 61101. The sutra states that no is the substitute in place of saw of suffix us after the single substitute long vowel which replaces both the stem final ak, o, e, u, ri, re, and initial vowels of suffix sus, that is o. For example, hari plus sus, hari's single long vowel of the preceding vowel is the substitute for the stem final vowel e, and vowel o of suffix sus by 6113. We get the form hari, haris, etc. Similarly, Vayu plus us, Vayus plus Vayum wins. In case of feminine stems, saw is not replaced by no. For example, Dhanu plus us, Dhanu plus us, Dhanu plus saw, Dhanus, Dhanur, Dhanu. Let us now derive the accusative plural of go, cow. Go plus us. Go plus us. Now apply the sutra Atom Sasa 6193. The sutra states that a single substitute in place of stem final O plus the vowel of and shush is long A. Go plus O goes to Ga plus So by the present sutra. Ga plus So, Ga plus Ru, Ga plus Ra, so Ga auction. Notice that in this case, So has not been replaced by No by 61103. And the Sutra 6103 allows the replacement of So by No only after single replacement by the long counterpart of the preceding vowel, and that is not the case here. After pronominals Yusmat and Asmat, No is the substitute in place of O, suffix Shush by Shashu No, say 1129. Yusmat plus Sus, Asmat plus Shas, Yusmat plus As, Asmat plus As. I is the substitute in place of Do of Yusmat, Asmat by Dvitiyayam Cha 7287. The Sutra states A replaces the sound Yusmat, Asmat before second suffix also Yusmat plus As, Asma plus Yusma plus As, Asma plus As, O plus O. A by 61101. Yusma plus us, asma plus us. Substitute now in the place of O of suffix us by 71129. Yusmans, asmans, lopa or final so by samyoganta lopa 8223. We get the form Yusman, U acoustic plural, asman, us acoustic plural. No. Okay. So we have tried to derive the nominative and accusative forms of words by applying the suffixes. Now in next lecture we should take up the other cases, the third case, fourth case, fifth case and sixth cases, how the suffixes are applied to them with examples. Thank you. In this module we have tried to examine the first nominative singular dual plural and accusative singular dual and plural by applying the suffixes with examples and applying the appropriate sutras. Now next lecture we shall examine the third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh cases. Thank you.